Hello and welcome, this is Mousegunner, and we're back with some more Battle Brothers. So, we're on the way to Shwekov to deliver a package, but the package was stolen. We have to track down the thieves that took it, and we have these tracks to follow. But I also got a dream the night that may have given us a hint at what the end game conflict's going to be, and I believe it's going to be Greenskins, which I think is fitting considering the Greenskins have cost us the most lives out of any danger that we face. So, our enemy is indeed our true rival. Aha, okay, so we've got ourselves a Forester's hideout. I believe we're ready to go as far as our men go. Although we do have a little bit of a morale problem with Yugen, but he is a pessimist, so that happens, I guess. Okay, just wanted to take another look at that. All right, let's go ahead and kill these bastards. So they have some Brigand Raiders, a few Brigand Marksmen, and a few Brigand Thugs. I don't know how this is one skull contract, all things considered, but we should have an advantage over the Brigand Marksmen, the fact that we're attacking at night, which is why I'm doing it. This may be in the woods, too, so we'll have to see how well our organized combat style works in this kind of terrain. But let's go ahead and engage. All right, let's go ahead and wait. And wait. We're going to have to wait with the backliners, let the frontliners do their march up. All right, we found one. Now, I don't know how far away to expect them to be, but just to be on the safe side, we'll shield wall up. And shield wall up. This rock's going to break our line a little bit, but that's okay. I might want to rush forward to gain the high ground, if at all possible. And the bush is going to kind of limit movement anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. This guy's going to be possibly vulnerable to being attacked by arrows, but it is nighttime, so we'll have a little bit of advantage as far as that's concerned. Okay. Step forward and shield wall. Problem with Gunther is his lame leg, so how do we address him? We could have him march ahead. Oh, there they are. Gunther's probably going to get filled full of arrows here. I'm going to move here to kind of cut off this attack avenue. Okay, so we can step up behind and take a shot. It's not going to be a good one, no matter how we do this. Now, it looks like 27% is going to be as good as she gets. So we'll take that shot. Okay, it was worth taking. The enemy's not going to have any better shot, so... And they're not even aiming at Gunther, so that's an advantage to us. Alright. So, we're just going to follow the men. Okay, some throwing weapons come out. I forget, is this a new turn? No, it's not, because we waited. Okay, so I'm going to send this man over here in case we have an opportunity to attack this man. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get rid of the tree here just because it's kind of in the way. And we'll end turn. The bushes should stop any advance through them, so actually that advantages us quite a bit. So these men are mostly holding back. It's just the one guy here, the one thug. I guess thugs are a little bit less disciplined, perhaps. Okay, so we're gonna wait. Our archer might not get a better shot anywhere, but I might as well wait. Okay, he continues to throw his axes. Okay, they're just running. Interesting. Okay. He decided against his action, I guess. Okay. So if these men moved forward too, they'd be here. So we're going to need to be here to form back up the line. And because of our unique situation here, we'll be in line to do the shield wall too. So might as well just go ahead and take that. And end turn. What to do here? Well, if I move here, I'll be in line with the shield wall. And then we could put it up, and our other man could meet us here. We'd have a little bit of a break because of the tree, but that's okay. Okay, stepping forward, shield wall. Stepping forward, shield wall. We'll just keep doing this. Oh, there's a tree in the way. Well, we can still kind of get in line, but the boulder and the tree is going to make things a little bit difficult. There's nobody with ranged weapons down here, though, so I'm almost tempted to move around and get into a better position for next turn. Okay. Then we can move the rest of our men into line. Okay, you move there. Might have a decent shot here. I would go after somebody that doesn't have... I was going to say it doesn't have a shield, but 17% might actually be the best chance to hit here we have. I mean, I don't see a reason why not to take it. Okay. I mean, firing into the cluster of bodies is actually somewhat of an advantage, because you do get a decent shot chance. Looks like in this position, this is as good as I can do getting here. So the train is breaking up my men a little bit. But the bad guys aren't really taking advantage of it. Again, I feel like waiting is the best thing to do, because our men are going to be moving forward and we can move in behind them. Alright, they did manage to get a hit on me. Which is pretty lucky, all things considered. Alright, they're out of throwing weapons. Yeah, that guy's trying to use the high ground, but we should be able to get into a position here to work on this guy. Might not be able to quite put a shield wall up with that other man, but I think what we do here was a move and shield wall. Tree's gonna make this kind of difficult. And end turn. Okay. We want to wait until this guy exhausts his spear wall. So I think we move this way instead. And we shield wall. We'll be able to move this guy. Okay. Alright, well that was an interesting move that he did. But we'll be able to work that out, I think. Here. Again, waiting till this guy wastes his spear wall is advisable. So, in this situation, I think we just wait. I don't see where this guy is in the turn order, though. Has he already moved? Possible he's already moved. Well, we'll make sure of it. We'll wait. We'll see what we can do. Okay, this guy kind of put me in an interesting position, but we can get in here and give him a surround bonus to our other men. Okay, and end turn. That's about as much as we're going to be able to do. We can step up here, which I think is advisable. And shield wall. So this guy is being a little bit surrounded. Okay. Okay, this man, we're just going to run. Not going to be able to put up a shield wall, but he gets into a position to give us a good surround bonus. Okay. We did take an injury there, unfortunately. Let's step up and poke him. We don't have a surround bonus, unfortunately, and we're never going to get one because of the train. Okay, we hit, though. I may just have to go for a shot here because I'm not going to be able to get into a position. Well, I say that. We could move here. Ugh, the shields are kind of throwing me off a little bit. I really am just not in a position where I can get a very good shot off. Where we need to get one. And we're never going to get a good shot anyway. What the hell? We'll go with a long-range shot. Ah, there we go. Alright, we already have an attack here. I think we go ahead and attack this man. And I'll step down a little bit. Okay, we're going to step here. And if we're lucky, no, we don't get an attack yet. So, I'll step up this way. There's a possibility this guy will try and flank me, but just a possibility we're going to have to take. Okay. And turn. This man's going to step up. And we're going to poke away. Ah, that was a hit we wanted to land. Now, the terrain makes it just as hard for them to attack us. So this guy did go. So we're going to shield wall up, and we're going to try and advance into him. Okay, so we managed to block it, which is perfect. Let's try and poke this guy down before he gets a chance to attack again. Okay, we hit him. So we do have a sprained ankle here. That's no good. I don't know what it does at the moment, but I think we sidestep here. We could still maybe attack this man. Okay, that guy stepped down that way. Taking shots at my archer. Alright, let's step here. We'll get at least one shot off. Okay, down he goes. Okay, we got a guy right up in our face. Let's, I don't know if we can repel him at this distance. Let's just stab him. Okay, well, that works. Because this guy's gonna flee now. We could unleash the dogs now. And it's possible that will help us out. Because we put the dog here. And the dog will go after this guy, who's gonna flee anyway. I mean, that may be risky, but I think it's worth it. Alright, we're gonna go for this hack. Okay, I mean, missed, but that's okay. We could throw out a dog and hope that it goes after this guy. But there's a chance we'd lose the dog. I mean, is that really worth crying about? I think we wait. Okay. We don't have anything right this second to do. But let's go ahead and go for this poke. And I'll hold the dog. Wise move. Let's go for a shield chop. He can't, we can't miss with that. And then we'll go, shield wall. Defend ourselves. Okay. Knocked me back. I think that's a wise move. Put up our shield wall. We won't be able to do anything else, unfortunately. Okay, well, I don't see any other move other than just chop this man down. We tried for it anyway. Okay, we're pretty fatigued here. I think we just try and chop this guy to pieces. I don't know how well that's going to work, unfortunately. Okay. Poke. Shield wall. Shield wall. And we don't want to poke him. If we miss, he gets a counterattack. Ah, screw it. Yeah, we didn't miss. So, that's the important bit. Okay, so what's this sprained ankle all about? So he has even worse of a movement penalty than he normally does. But we can get him over here. And we will do so. Okay. Dog is gonna go after him. Alright, we got this guy up in our face. Try and hit him. We hit him. And go ahead and turn because I can't do anything else. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, we can step up and maybe get an attack here. Okay, he's almost down. He's bleeding out too. Okay. Well, we can chop this guy safely. Unfortunately, we didn't land. I'm gonna put out the dog at this point. Because it gets up on the high ground, which is what we wanted it to do. Alright, we have a chance to try and knock this guy down. Alright, I tried. We may lose our pikemen, and that would make me upset. For sure. I'm gonna try and move into a position where we can help out. But I don't want to waste too much. There we go. But he's staying defensive. Alright. Again, unfortunately, we can only move so far. So let's move into a position where we can do some good here. Let's try and chop this man down. Okay, well, put up a shield wall again. Alright, he tried, and he bled out. Alright, that works out for me. We're still engaged with this guy. Let's chop his shield again. Down it goes. That'll be it. Okay, we could move into a position to engage this guy, but I think we start trying to go after their archers here, who have had free reign at this point. Let's do a recovery. I mean, we are tired. Okay, almost down. I think we just put our shield wall up to be on the safe side. Okay, let's step forward and try and cut this man down. Okay. Fortunately, the dog doesn't get its job done. Alright, well that did a good job. We might lose that dog, though. Alright. Chop away or poke away here. What is your injury? Grazed neck. That would result in a bleed out, would it not? Yeah. Alright, so the archer probably can heal him, though. Let's just step back here. Okay, I don't have... Well, I have a move here. Fortunately, this doesn't take as many action points to use. Okay, we move here. And attack. Alright, he's gonna run. We should have a shot here. I mean, whether it's a good shot. Well, I say that, and it proved wrong. And I almost screwed myself out of bandaging. Alright, this should be a good chance to hit. Good hit. He's still going to have his counterattack up. No, he's fleeing, so never mind. Everybody should be fleeing at this point. Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, well, there's no point to do anything other than full offense here. Down you go. And fortunately, that injury means that he's going to be really slow. And that's going to be it. That's as far as he can move. Might as well chop this man down with what we have in our tank. Let's get over here. At least put a body on him so that we can chop away at him. Alright, we're going to need a recover here. Same thing here, might as well just go full offense. We'll go after this guy. Wow. Missed that. Okay, down. Run them down, they're already fleeing. Okay. Step up. And down you go. I don't think we're going to get in range of this guy, but we'll try. Might get a clean shot here. No, that bush is completely blocking it. Alright, never mind. I mean, we're in range, but that'll be next turn. Okay, can we get into... Ah, see, they're not letting me move through. 2, 4, 6, 8. I could, in theory, have moved here if it allowed me to move through my own men, but sometimes it just seems like there's a little bit of a... I don't want to call it a bug, but I guess it is. It's a bug. You should be able to move through your own men. I mean, you can normally, but sometimes it doesn't want to path right. I'll at least be able to get this guy there. And we know Gunther's not going to be able to get there because he's hobbled. I mean, more than he normally is. Let's just recover here. Okay, let's try and chop the guy down. Ugh. There we go. And I'll take a recovery. Can't quite get into a position here. But this should do it. Okay, so... Took some injuries. But we get to loot some cool stuff. We get our signet ring, so that should be a nice sellable item. We get some food, we needed that. Get some tools and other stuff that is going to be useful. Nothing exciting as far as the equipment goes. The package is a little scuffed, but it'll be fine. Alright, there's blood all over it, and a thief's degloved finger is all smashed up into one of the latches. Those issues aside, everything is perfectly fine. Back where it belongs. Okay, well, let's go back on our journey here. I mean, honestly, that's not a side trip that we really wanted to take. But we'll get over to Termfeste here. We'll sell the junk that we got that we don't really want. And, I don't think we have an opportunity to patch up any wounds we got, unfortunately. Okay, so we do know that there is a faction contract available once we come back this way. So, selling stuff. Oh, I'm going to sell that and that and that, and I guess we'll sell pretty much everything here. Military pick. I mean, I did keep one around. This one's in better condition, so we'll sell the other one. I have no problem selling all the shields here, mostly because we already have a good supply. Okay, that will do. And I may pick up some tools here because they are cheap in this town, and we do need them. So there you go, and we'll leave. Okay. Get back on the road. We'll stop at I mean, I don't know if there's a point to stopping at Adler Walk, but my relationship with the ship with them is neutral. They do have a kennel, but I don't need it because we still have a full thing of dogs. So I'm just gonna go straight to Swekov. And hopefully we don't encounter anything on the road because otherwise I think this will be a good journey. Again, was it a good paying contract for us? I would say no. I feel like we probably spent more money on this mission than we gained. I mean, maybe by killing that band and getting the stuff and selling it, we made some money, but the pay itself is almost, you know, not worth it. 1 day's pay of our men takes that right out of, you know, right out of the profits. We pay 210 a day, 212 a day. Oh, I do need level ups probably, though. We'll save that for the next video, though, because I think we're going to go ahead and wrap things up once we get into Swekov here. Okay, so we get our 260 crowns. And we do have that Two Skull faction contract, which I may take. The biggest problem is the broken ankle, or sprained ankle, I apologize. That will heal in 1 to 3 days, which is... and it's debilitating enough to the point that Gunther can barely walk. We do have some light wounds, but they'll go away by the time we have any engagement going on. The biggest problem is just the sprained ankle is probably still going to be around. I mean, he's got a main foot and a sprained ankle. He really can't walk all that well. To the point where I almost would consider putting him in reserves. I do have the Signet Ring to sell. Might as well. We should be in a town that likes us. I can... Yeah, allied. So that's not too hard of a... I mean, I don't know if that really helps your profits. I mean, it's worth... We're getting more out of it than it's worth. So I guess in that way, we did make money in this endeavor. Okay. Well, I think, as I said, this is a good point to go ahead and wrap up. We'll probably take this Two Skull contract. Again, I don't know how these faction contracts work, if it's actually particular to the location or not, or it doesn't really matter where you are, you get the same Two Skull contract, but you have to return to where you left. Because in my opinion, if that's the case, you're better off going to, like, the middle of a faction's territory to do the job, because more than likely it's going to be within the faction's territory. Rather than being at, you know, the edge and having to go to the other edge and then having to go all the way back, you know, back to where you came from to get the pay. I mean, seems like a little bit, you know, not the best course of action. But more than likely, we'll take this contract and we'll have to see if we're close to that end-game scenario happening. There is an armorer here, so let's see. Before I wrap this up, is there anything here that we'd want to pick up? We should have good prices here. So we have the 3 helmets we need. I think we should probably look towards body armor at this point. And we know that scale armor so far has pretty much been it. And that cost me 4,300 a piece. So I think that this ambition that I have is going to take a very long time. At least from what I'm seeing, it's going to. Well... In any case, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.